Welcome everyone to Studio U. This is a Studio 101 where we're going to go through the basics of Heritage Maker Studio. This is Stacy Croninger. I have Brooke here with me as well. And Lisa Evans is behind the scenes answering questions. So as you have questions throughout the evening, feel free to type those in and we'll get those answered for you. At different times we will probably ask for questions that you may need things clarified for you, and we're happy to answer those if we need to show something again. But before we get started, a little bit of housekeeping. First of all, we always like to reward those of you who come bright and early for class. So we're going to give away 25 points, and they're going to Sarah Lude. Sarah Lude, you get 25 publishing points. If you know your Heritage Makers account number, you can type that into the question area. If not, we'll look it up for you tomorrow, but we're glad you came. Congrats on the points. So first off, let me tell you a little bit about our 10% off sale that's happening for this month. It is with storybooks. Most of us spend the entire year capturing all our photos and things and then scramble in January to put everything together into a book so we can get it published. Well, we want to reward you for accomplishing that by giving you 10% off on any storybook in February. So just have a little bit longer to get those done, but it's a great way to remember everything that you've gone through in the year. Now, if you haven't started your book yet, let me give you some ideas of some fun things that you can do. First of all, we have this one called Mismatch Family Yearbook. It's by Michelle Bell. That's a fun way to put your photos together. Then we have one from Brooke that's the Family Fun layout, and we also have a cute little snapshot family album. So depending on what you're trying to capture, there are options for doing that in the yearbook format. Then we have these adorable 6x6 board books. If you haven't seen these, oh, they are a must-have. They are a little bit thicker, so small fingers will enjoy them much more. They're a little more durable than just paper. And we have some fun designs. We're showing 3 of them here. Girls All About You. There's also Boys All About You. ABC book by Michelle Bell. We also have Space Adventures for those of you who are Star Wars fanatics, or maybe you've made a trip out to Disneyland or Disney World and met all the Star Wars people there. And then we also have My Colors by Brooke, and this is a fun way to have a book that your kids will go through and learn their colors, and again, perfect for those little small fingers. Then we have some storybook templates that are perfect for any occasion. A lot of times we do photos based on things that are happening, like a new baby. You'll see that Sweet Baby Boy by Brooke that's in the middle. Or maybe you want to capture one of your kids' hobbies, like a sports. We have Got Game by Roxanne. And then we also have Faces of My Family by Ashley Ballard and Our Love Story by Michelle Bell. So lots of different options for recording all of those fun memories that you capture, whether it's for a month, for a year, occasion, whatever it may be. Now, we like to start off these classes with a little bit of inspiration. So I'm going to show you some ideas. Some of these we're going to go into more depth as we go into studio and play with things, but we want to get you started with some thinking about ideas of things you can do using Heritage Maker Studio. So first of all, business. A lot of you are distributors or associates within Longevity, and so you're looking for ways to kind of incorporate Heritage Makers things into your business. Well, Kelsey Brenton has been busy lately, and she's made 2 different templates. One is the business cards on the left called Social Follow-Ups, and you'll notice on the front has a cute little design, and on the back is some information so that you can hand that to the person and gives them their ID number, their password, and reminds them of all the great things that Longevity sells. On the other side is a 5x5 die-cut card that is great for using to give gifts to people with charms. So if you've gotten into the lockets from Me Alicia, it shows this fun little locket, and you can actually use some glue dots and adhere the charms inside of that locket, and then use all that fun white space to write a note about why you're giving them the locket or what it means to you. So, and these can easily be customized to include your name, and the charm card, you don't even have to use it just for business things. Maybe you have a gift that you want to give someone for Mother's Day or their birthday. This is a fun way to give them those cute charms. Next up is St. Patrick's Day. How many of you do the leprechaun hunt at your house? Well, if not, maybe you just need some fun decorations around your house. So we have two 11 by 14 prints at the top, the All the Joy and Irish Proverb from Brooke. And then the great thing about 11 by 14 prints is that they are thin, so you just slide them into a frame, or you can put them on a stand and display them. And they're easy to swap out each month or each holiday, however you want to change them. Then we also have a 12 by 12 metal print, Lucky in Love, and then an 8 by 10 wood print, Oh So Lucky. These are great ways to add some photos as well as a little bit of festivities into your home decor. Now we have some new templates that we kind of want to show off. It's always bride season in my book. I know people say it happens in June a lot, but I think there are lots of times where you have weddings. These cute mugs would be great gifts to give to those involved with your bridal party. So you have one for the bride-to-be, you have one for the maid of honor, and there's actually several of these if you go look in the template gallery, one for each of the different people that might be involved, and it's easy to swap out the text that says Kristen and Chandler and the date so that it's specific to the people that are getting married. So that's a fun thing to do. Then we have the Little Things by Brooke. It's a 12 by 12 scrap page. It's a really cute way to showcase some photos. The great thing about scrap pages, then you can print them and put them in an album. You can also, at the end of the year, take all of your scrap pages and put them into a storybook if you like. And then we also have the adorable Cuddle Up. Oh, don't you love those photos? It's so fun to just have everyday photos that you can capture, or maybe it's a special occasion like the dances too. So lots of cute options for those templates. Now, some of you may be participating in the Year in a Snap project. If you haven't heard about it, please contact the person that you work with for Heritage Makers, and they'd love to get you started. But the concept is you spend a little time each month getting together with some friends or a group of neighbors, whoever it is, and you put together two-page spreads of photos, one for each month, and by the end of the year you have an entire book or album filled with photos for the year, so you can get caught up, and you're actually doing 2 months at a time. So you do January and February, or you can do January of this year, January of last year. But we've created some templates in Heritage Makers for those that kind of line up with the designs and look that were created by Our Memories for Life for this project. So we have the pocket page version that looks just like the slip-in multi-page pockets that Our Memories for Life sells. We also have a linen one, so it kind of has this off-white linen look to it, and then we have white. Even if you're not doing a Year in a Snap, this is a wonderful way to just quickly drop your photos in, because these are all set up with your border strips, some journaling cards, spots for photos, so you just drag and drop your photos, type in some journaling, and call it a day. So check those out if you're looking for an easy way to get some photos put into a book. Then we wanted to show you some basic templates. A lot of times when you first start Heritage Makers, you're just trying it out, and so you're not paying for the premier artwork, but there are lots of beautiful things you can create using the basic artwork. For example, down in the lower left corner, we have 5x7 magnets that Brooke created called Beautifully Basic. It's a great way to have photos combined with each month. It hangs on your refrigerator, if you have a magnetized refrigerator, anything that's magnetized. And it's a fun gift that you can share. So you're getting, I'm pretty sure it's 4 now that I've spoken, 4 magnets in the set. So they can all be identical. You can swap out colors, whatever you'd like, but that's a really great little gift and project to create. Then we have this 2017 scrapbook calendar by Michelle Bell that has spots for dropping in your photos. It's a beautiful design with some classic designs like circles and stripes, and so it makes your photos just really pop off the page. Then we have this fun canvas, 12 by 12 canvas. It's a floral wreath monogram. Again, you can customize this with the letter of your last name and your last name below it. It's fun to have out, especially at springtime, but you really could do it any time of year. It also would be a fun gift for someone who's newly married. And then we have the Picture Perfect monogram. And the Picture Perfect monogram is a set of notepads. These notepads are 5.5 by 8.5, and you get 4 in this set. And you are basically taking a photo and dropping it into this cute little letter that's masking out or hiding a portion of your photo. And then we've made it a little bit transparent so that when you get this, you can actually write over the top of it. Or there's white space around it if you have aversions to writing over someone's face, because sometimes that does feel a little rude. Here we have a couple of more. We have an 8 by 10 wood print. These things are beautiful, and this picture doesn't show you the beauty of wood prints because you actually can see the wood grain that comes through this image. So the wood prints are just a fun way to feature a photo in a little bit different format. Then we have the iPad mini snap case that's called Banner Family. So if you have an iPad mini, this would be a fun way to cover up your iPad. And then, of course, we have a variety of 11 by 14 prints. This is a fun one for those Disney lovers out there. I'm pretty sure Lisa picked this because she loves Disney so much. So check out the different 11 by 14 prints we have. And in the far right corner, we have the Sweetly Yours coaster set. And this is such a cute little set that you can have out year-round, or you can use it just in the spring, but a very simple design with one photo in it. And these are cork backs so that they do allow you to put a cold drink or a hot drink on it and protect your surfaces. So let's walk through a few things that will get you started in using Studio. So give me just a second while I hop out of my PowerPoint, and I'm going to take you over to Heritage Makers, okay? So you should be able to see my Heritage Makers screen set up there. And when you first come to it, it's heritagemakers.com. You're not logged in, and I want to show you a couple of things you can do. First of all, if you're brand new to Heritage Makers, you can sign up for an account. And when you do that, you come in here, you just fill out this information. It's a free account. You don't have to pay anything at this point. So I'm just going to type in my information here, and then I'm going to put in an email. And I'm sorry, but my glasses are on a weird angle, and so I am not seeing all this. And then you're going to choose your password. Okay, make sure you write down that password because, gosh, you'd hate to forget what that password is, but actually we can help you find it if you do for some reason. Okay, and you don't have to include your phone number if you don't want to, but you can. And then you can tell us how you heard about us. Was it a friend? Was it someone that an ad you saw on the internet? And if you have a promo code, which we don't have any of those out right now, so you don't need to worry about that. You can read the terms and conditions. Some of the key things are that, we do keep your photos as long as your account is active. They're always available, but you need to keep your account active by purchases and how long we keep points, things like that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say I agree. I'm going to click on continue, and it's going to set me up. Now, if I don't know my distributor, I can click here, I don't know my distributor. If you do happen to know who the person is, you can type in their information, and it will search for them. For example, if I was signing up under Helen Watt, then I could type Helen Watt, do a search, and it would pull back her information for me, so I could sign up under her. Again, if you don't come in under distributor, then you can choose that and then go ahead and do sign up. And it sets me up with my free account. Okay, so now it wants you to log in, and it's telling me right here what my account number is. Again, you'll want to make sure you write that down because you're going to use that each time you log into your Studio account. Okay, so I can either click on this login or I can click on this login up here. And because I don't want to have to remember what this is and I have no pin set next to me, I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to go to log me in, and this is actually my other account. So I'm going to put in the new one, type in my new password, and it logs me in. Okay, so now it tells me new, no worry. I can hop over here and watch some short videos that tell me about things. I can look at lots of different options. I can go through the template gallery, all sorts of fun things, okay? Now, some of you may be longevity distributors, and so I want to show you how that part works. So I've logged out. I'm coming in to sign up, and you'll notice right here at the top it says, are you a longevity member? If you are, use this special form. So I'm going to click on longevity sign-up form. And then down here at the bottom, I'm going to type in my longevity ID, which I now have to reach for my longevity ID because I don't have that thing memorized. And you're going to use the same password that you use for logging into longevity here. So I'm just going to type in my longevity password. I'm going to click on create an account, and it's going to set me up with an account. I get the same screen, tells me I can watch some videos, I can try all these different things, okay? Now, I'm going to walk you through one of the other screens. So I actually want to log in with my own account rather than one of the ones I just made so you can see a few things, okay? First of all, whenever you log in, it's going to show you what the recent projects were that you worked on. You have an option to click here to view all projects, click here to start a new project, so fun options there. Up here, though, I want to show you the My Account. Under My Account, this is where it tells you your personal information. So if you move at some point, you'll want to change that. If you need to change your password at some point, then you can do that there. You also find out what level you're at. If you're on Club, then it tells you that information. You can change your renewal preferences as you're on Club. You can update payment information, cancel your membership. It also tells you the amount of space you're using for your photo storage right now. You can also purchase additional storage if you have lots and lots of photos. You would want to do that, and you'll be notified when you're hitting the max of your space, and then it won't let you upload anymore. And also we have some email lists. If you'd like to subscribe to them, home office or sponsor, then you would get those emails. Working across the top, then, publishing points are what we use to purchase things, and you can buy them in sets of 25, or I believe it's 100. But you can also, when you join Club, we have Club options for 30, 50, and 100. Okay, and those publishing points are available for 2 years, and it will show you here how many you have, when they expire, all the information about it. And then in the ledger, it actually shows you when you use those particular points. Now, if we have coupons active at some point, or if you receive a coupon, it will display here in coupons. Next thing over is your order history. This will show you everything you've ordered recently. Actually, for quite a while, I have 5 pages worth. You can click on order details, and it will tell you the information about what it was, how much it costs. If there was shipping, then it will have your tracking. You can reprint an invoice if you need to. Order date, order number. So lots of information here about the orders that you're placing. I'm going to skip over address book for just a minute and hop over to archival disk because it's easier if I do address book last. Archival disk, once you get a lot of photos, you can have us send you a disk with those photos. You can either do all your albums or you can select albums. So these are all my albums. I can say, okay, I know I want Halloween, or I can choose check all, and it will check them all, and it's going to tell you what the pricing is for those, and then we create those and we ship them out to you. So if you need to back up your photos on a disk, we do provide that option. Then if you are a distributor, then under My Business, this is all your back office things that you would be working with. We're not going to go through that because that's a whole nother discussion. If you do have questions, feel free to call into customer service, or you can go through the tutorials and look at options there, but that is what My Business covers. Now hop back over to My Account, which is right here at the top, and show you Address Book. The Address Book is wonderful because you can do things like direct ship. So if I want to send a card to my aunt, I can put her name and address in here, and then I can choose it, and when I go to order the card, and it'll bring up my address book, and I can pick the person I want to send it to. You don't even have to worry about going to the post office. You create the card, you pick the person you want to send it to, and our printer prints the card and puts the address on it, postage, everything goes out the door, done and done. This is really nice if you have maybe invitations you're wanting to send out to a lot of people. You have an option here to import addresses. So if you click on that, it will give you the option to import them, and it gives you the information about what formats you can choose. CSV is the comma delimited file, which you can export out of Excel. And then you have the option here to choose the file. So when you're working with addresses, this is a great way to, again, keep in touch with people, keep your addresses here so you can do direct ships, lots of different things you can do. Okay, great. That's it for that section. Now, I want to show you down here at the bottom the art catalog, okay? And also, if you have questions, you're brand new, with these first three things are great explanations about Studio. I recommend going through and just reading that. It's a really quick read. But the art catalog is a resource that a lot of people don't really use. They think they have to be inside of Studio to see this. But what it is, it shows you all the art that's available in Studio. The ones highlighted here in blue are the most recently added. And then as you go down, it goes from the most recently added to the oldest, okay? So you're going to see a whole bunch of things. But here's the real power. If I know I want to do a page about my dogs, I can type in dog here, and I can hit search, or I can do enter, and I can see all the artwork. Now, we've talked about Basic and Premier. Basic artwork is available to everyone. It's designated with a B. Premier is available if you've purchased Club, or you can also, for $19.95 a month, purchase Premier artwork, and that's designated with the P. So I have my results here, but the great thing is that I can actually hide Premier so it only shows me basic artwork. If I click on this, it shows me a little bit of a preview, and then I can actually open this collection and I can see all the parts that are included with that. If I want to search for, maybe I'm looking for a certain color of cardstock, so I can say I want pink stripe. I can search for that, and it's going to bring back all the things that fit into pink stripe. If I do want to see all the artwork to know what all my options are, I can click on Hide Premier, and it's going to bring back everything for me. If I go, oh, I really wanted to see all that dog stuff again, I can come back here and click on dog, and it's going to redo that search and show things for me. Now, it is divided into collections, so these are the main collections. Embellishments, which are things like flowers and borders and frames and things. Then we have alphabets, and those are just what it says, alphabets. Then we have papers, backgrounds, and then there are a few quick pages, and that just is a page that's already pre-designed, so you drop in whatever you want there. And then, of course, we have word art, and that means whatever the item is showing here has some sort of text on it. So if you look at this one, it actually says loyal on it. Okay, so it may not be word art in the sense that puppy love is just text, but it does have some sort of words on that. So that is the art catalog. And again, you get to that from anywhere in the website. If I'm at the home page, I scroll down under how it works. You'll see art catalog here. If you're in the template gallery, it's a little bit harder to get to, so I recommend just clicking on the Heritage Makers logo and going back to home. So that is everything I have to cover. But Brooke has some things that she would like to share. So Brooke, are you ready to take over and show them how to get in and play with Studio?
Yes, I am. Are you ready to relinquish control?
I am relinquishing control to you.
Okay. We should be seeing my screen now. Make sure that
I can see your screen.
Okay.
I'm going to go with everyone can see your screen.
Perfect. That is just what we want. And everybody just collectively cross your fingers that my cough stays at bay while I am speaking, because I've had a bit of a cough the last few days, and I would love to be able to speak with you guys through this whole thing. So
Okay, well, I'm
everybody
going to give your voice for a quick break because I forgot. I'm supposed to give away points again. You people need to remind me of these things. Okay, we're going to give away 25 points to Cheryl Gregory. Cheryl, you get 25 points. Send us your account number if you happen to know it. And if not, then we'll look it up for you. And now I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Brooke.
Perfect. Okay. So we are going to show how to start a project from a template and finish it all the way through to where you would order it. So starting with that, I'm going to go up here to the template gallery, and Stacy hasn't touched on this yet, so I'm going to go ahead and give a little bit of a description. So when you click template gallery, it pops out this nice window with all of these topics. You can click on a certain topic, and it will open all of the templates inside that topic. For example, I clicked on baby, and it will show you there are over 1,000 templates here related to babies and all kinds of cute stuff. You can reset the gallery, or in the same way if you were to click browse the gallery here, and it pulls up starting with the newest templates. So some of these that Stacy was showing just a few minutes ago. And you could sit here and scroll forever, kind of if any of you are familiar with Pinterest, it will just keep scrolling, and the ones at the top are the most recent, and working your way down. You could scroll forever. There are over 13,000 templates there. But the nice thing about it is you can narrow the search. So there is a list up here of upcoming seasons. So I could click St. Patrick's Day and see some of those nice templates that Stacy was showing before. And there are newer ones. There are ones that are a little bit older but still absolutely adorable. But lots of St. Patrick's Day or any of those. And even further, it lets me narrow down to maybe decor. So we see some of these St. Patrick's Day decor templates. Again, I can reset the gallery and go straight back to home where I was. You can also narrow by project type. So if I am, for example, maybe looking for canvases, if I wanted to go into home decor, and I could select just the certain product type that I'm looking for example, an 11 by 14 wood print, and see all of the examples, all the different lovely templates in that product type. And you can select multiples. You can select as many as you want, even across different sections here, and just see only those. I'm going to reset it real quick again. So same thing, but aside from topic or product type, we also have some other categories down here that are wonderful. So like Stacy was talking about with the art, we have basic and premier templates. So you'll notice there are more premier templates than there are basic, but there are still almost 2,000 basic templates and all kinds of gorgeous stuff. We have lots of beautiful templates created over and over all the time, beautiful basic templates. So don't feel limited if you do not have a Premier membership in your account. There are still all kinds of beautiful things that you can do. But you can narrow that by basic. I'm going to uncheck that. You can also select the orientation or the shape. So for example, if I just want square project, that's going to give me a whole bunch of square canvases and scrap pages, 8x8 storybooks, but things that are square. Or we have a few other options. So we have some that have been designated as kind of a clean and contemporary look to them. If I click that, sorry, my computer's being silly. And you can see some that have more of a clean, updated look to them. Or we have design maps that are one of my personal favorites. So a lot of these are scrap pages, but there are also books and other different types of products, but they are design maps. So if you notice, everything just has a solid gray fill color, each of the different things in there. And when we go into Studio, I'll show you kind of a little bit of what you can do. But these are wonderful just kind of as a template to start off with that you can take anywhere. So you could turn these different layouts into absolutely anything and have all kinds of fun with them. The nice thing about Heritage Makers templates is they're all like that. You could pick any of these scrap pages or mugs, anything, and turn it into whatever you would like. But the design maps are nice because they give you a blank canvas while still giving you a layout that you can work with. There's also craft and DIY, so fun things like Valentine's recently. These are ones that you can cut apart, or these are Valentines that are on large address labels that you can peel off the backing and then fold in half over perhaps a small Ziploc, anything like that. There are bookmarks, just a little more DIY type things. We have, you can select that you just want to show the brand new template. So it's got new here, and there are 54. So you could still scroll all the way down to the bottom of those. And then quick and easy templates, and I'm going to show a couple of these. I'm going to show one in Studio, but these are really, really simple ones like this Lucky and Love, or Oh So Lucky that Stacy showed. It's easy to customize, just swap in a photo and the rest is all taken care of for you. You could change other things, but you could leave it just as is with one of your personal photos and it's ready to be done. So these are very quick and easy projects that are simple to customize. Now, really quick, I'm just going back to the full template gallery. You'll notice that I can click on any of these projects in the listing, and it takes me to a detail page. So this tells me the name of the template, all the different information. Every template has an ID number, just an easy reference number. This one is a featured template, meaning that we've designated it as one of our favorites, and it is a premier template. And then you can select this heart either in the main listing or here on the detail page, and that designates it as your favorite, one of your favorites. You can select as many favorites as you would like, but I'll show you in Studio what that means and how it makes it easier for you to use, I don't know how to say this, just a nice way to reference back to this template if you want to pull anything from it in Studio. So it's a nice way to just designate it as this is a template that I like. And then if you select those, so if you select a few of these as favorites, then I can come down here and click My Favorites, and it will show you all the ones that you've selected as your favorites. So these 3 that I just added and some that I had in here before. So super easy and a nice way to keep track of ones that you love but maybe aren't ready to work on yet. So we are going to pick a template to start with. And I'm thinking we're going to do a phone case, maybe an iPhone 6 Plus, and I want to narrow it to just the basic template. And I think I like this one. This is the cute geometric photo monogram. It's just a super simple template with a cute photo and a name. So you can see this is a basic template. It is also one of our featured templates. I'm going to click Personalize. It takes it just a second, and it says preparing your project and then open project. And when I click that, it's just going to open it up in Studio for me. And sometimes it takes just a second. The more photos and projects you have in your account, the longer that can take, but usually it's pretty quick. And then it's opening me to this first intro page. If you have not been in Studio before, then you will see this, and it's just a quick tutorial that you can go through. We're not going to go through the whole thing, but if you click next through here, it just tells you a little bit about working inside Studio, essentially what I'm going to show you right now. But I'm going to close that. If you don't want to see it ever again, you can check this box that says do not show again on this computer. Just a nice way to tell it that you know what you're doing and it won't show it again. I'm just going to close it. And you see my phone case here. There are design guides here to tell you where the visible area of your project will be when it is finished, and just some kind of tips. So I'm going to zoom in a tiny bit because my screen zoomed out a little, but you can see, so this is the camera hole. This overall, these little bubbles, is the design guide, and they're inside any type of product, but they are personalized to that product. So the bubbles that you're seeing in here won't be the same as the ones that you see for a storybook. But you can see things like this says printed differently from other products. The color may vary more from print to screen. And that's because our phone cases, the majority of them are dye sublimated. This one, for example, is onto a type of material. Some of them are onto aluminum, much like our dog tag necklaces and photo ornaments. But they are dye sublimated, which means the color can vary a little bit just because of the process. You can toggle the design guide off here, and that's what this bubble is telling you. This tells you the safe area, so this purple dashed line here is telling you that if you have anything on the page that is very important, like this photo or the text, you want to keep it inside that dashed line. And that is because our products have a 1/8 of an inch variance when they are being published, when they are being created. Most noticeably with our paper products like our business cards, especially small things like the business cards, but just an 1/8 of an inch variance that can happen. So you want to keep your important objects inside that dashed line. Crop marks, it's just telling you that it helps to, same with the bleed area, it helps to have your design outside of this gray bleed area. So it's going to crop out to here, and then because our products are full bleed products, it's cropped out separately and then cut to the proper size. The dye sublimated projects are a little bit different because they're dye sublimated onto a pre-cut product, but that's all technical who's a what's it. So just pay attention to these bubbles, read what they say, and it's very, very straightforward. But once you've read those, you can toggle this off with the design guide button, and it just clears up your space so you can see what you're looking at a little bit better. So we're just going to take a second to kind of personalize this phone case, and I'm going to show a little bit about the different areas here inside Studio. So down here is the Content Explorer. I can pop this up just by clicking along this gray line here or on any of these tabs. You'll notice on my laptop screen it's a little bit smaller, so the toolbox here sometimes gets in the way a tiny bit. So I'm going to minimize that out of the way for a second just to show this Content Explorer down here. So first things first, we have the My Photos tab. And when you start a new account, there will not be anything here. It will have one little thing that says My Albums, and if you open it, you will have nothing. But you can open a new folder, and then inside that folder, you can add an album. And you have to upload photos into an album, not into an overhead folder. But when you open one, for example, I'm going to go here into Tutorial Photos, and then you can click Add Photos. So if I click that, it's going to open up a browser window from your computer. And I'm just going to go find a picture real quick. Let's figure out where it went. And I select a photo, and it just takes a second here to upload. And the larger that the photo is, the longer it will take to upload, usually pretty quick. This is a very nice professional stock photo, so it's a very large file. But you can see it's still going fairly quickly. That also will vary depending on your internet connection, your Wi-Fi speed, any of that. So it just takes it a minute to upload. And then it will pop here into the album. Sometimes it takes it a second to load that thumbnail. It's thinking. And partially it's my internet. I live kind of out in the middle of nowhere, so my internet is not fantastic. There we go. Okay, so I have this photo here. If I double click it, I can pull up, and it's still thinking about the thumbnail for that, partially because of my internet. But you can see the file name here. You can change that just for your personal reference. You can give it a caption. If I click Download Photo, it will open a new little window and download the file for you. Again, this is a large file, so it's going to take a second. If I were to do it with, for example, I know some of these are, oops. Oh, you guys, my internet's killer today. So my internet is slow, but it'll open the photo here, and you can actually save that photo back to your computer. So that's a really simple way to, there you go, thinking. So it opens it to the size of that window, but then you can zoom in. But if I right click on that, I can save the image back to my computer. So an easy way, if you're on a different computer, or if you have photos that you've lost but you know are in your account, you can reclaim them just to save them back to your computer, and a nice way to have them saved for you. But I'm going to grab this photo here, and I'm going to click on the photo up here in the template, and you can see it's just that cute little circle. And in the toolbox, I'm going to click Unlock. Excuse me, I'm not going to unlock it. You guys, I've been sick, and my brain is a little bit scrambled. So if I grab the photo down here, while I have this selected, you can see it says Drop Photo here to swap. and then just grab it and drag it up right into that red box here, and it swaps it in. You can see just perfect. It crops it into the circle with that little white border. So cute. And then if I wanted to adjust the crop of it a little bit, I go here into the toolbox under Tools and click Adjust. I can scale it in if I want to, maybe not quite so close, and drag it around a little bit. You do want to make sure that the edge of your photo stays outside the edge of this box here. So I could do it right along the edge, but I like leaving a little bit of a buffer zone just for personal comfort. If you drag it inside that box at all, let me show you. So if I'm inside that box and then I let it crop, you can see it does show the blank space there. So it helps to make sure that you are on the other side of that box. And then I just click Done. And super cute photo, nice and zoomed in of the girls. Super cute. So I can go to, let's minimize this a little bit. I'm going to finish up down here. So this here is a text box, and it's one of these. So if I go into the text box tab, these are all essentially the same, but if you drag them up here and see, they have slightly different formatting. So this one is meant to be more of a caption, a body text, and a title. They all do exactly the same thing. Every single one of them here in the toolbox, you can change the font, the size, the line spacing, the letter spacing, the color, any of those. So all kinds of different things that you can do with those. But they all do the exact same thing. They just start out with a little bit different formatting to begin with. But those are toolboxes. The next tab is the art collection. This is what Stacy showed you before, but this is how it looks inside Studio, where you can actually pull things up and play with them. So if I were to open one of these collections down here, say I go across here to the embellishments, maybe find a cute flower. I can pull it up onto my project, put it wherever I want, maybe make it a little bit smaller. I put it up here along the side. In the toolbox, you've got different effects that you can add. I'm going to give this a cute little drop shadow, and I can just sit it there. So whatever you want to do with it, you can play around with art. You can add things to templates. You could leave it exactly as is. Just super customizable. This is all exact same as Stacy showed you. So you can search like she did. I could do purple paper, and it will search and pull up all the purple papers. I can hide Premiere, so I'm just seeing the basic ones if I only have a basic account. And you can see there is still all kinds of stuff to play with, lots to play with. So that's the art collection. And then we have the My Project tab. So for example, it opens the current project to start with. This is the only page on this project because it's a phone case. If you had a book or a card, anything with multiple pages, you would see multiple pages here. So this is the only page. So if I click on it, I can see the things that are on this page. Again, my internet is slow, so it hasn't updated that I changed the picture, but you can see that would be the picture. You can drag things up from here if you want another one. So just like adding from the art collection. You can go to other projects that you have in your account, or like I showed you in the template gallery where we selected my favorites. Here you can click My Templates, and it will show the same ones that we selected as our favorites in the template gallery. And that way you can pull up your favorite templates and grab items straight from those projects to use in your current project. So really nice and simple and very, very integrated to be able to pull things from templates that you like to use on whatever you're doing currently. So that's really nice. You can also, if you're doing something on a project with multiple pages, you can use the import page feature. I only have one page here, so I'm not going to show this. But if you import page, I could import this design exactly from this template onto my page here. It will erase whatever is on the current page, so it's best to do it onto a blank page, which is why I'm not going to show it right here. But it's a nice feature to be able to import straight from your favorite template. The next tab is the Quotes tab. This is just fun, different quotes for different topics. So for example, birthday, I can pull up a perfect day to celebrate. And it doesn't have a name to it, it's just anonymous. But it pulls it up just as a text box. that you can then change the font to anything that you would like, make it larger. I could center the text. You can do whatever you want, but it gives you nice, cute little sayings to start with that you can add to any project. So great if you're not very creative or you don't feel like doing a Google search to get quotes, just a nice resource to have. And then the My Favorites tab is a little bit different. So if I am playing around in an art collection here, maybe like this cute gymnastics for her collection, and I find something that I love, for example, these super cute word arts, I can play around in the My Favorites tab. I'm going to pop this out in a separate window and then go into embellishments. I do not have an album for this, so we'll add it to the pattern papers ones, and that's okay. But I'm going to pull straight from the art collection here and just drag it up into this separate window, and it adds it down at the bottom. But super easy way to save your favorite art pieces for future use, just like you did in the template gallery with your favorite templates. So it's just a way to save your favorite art pieces, and then it saves it here where you can use it. So you can see it right here. I shouldn't have done a white one. It makes it kind of hard to see, but super easy. So we swapped out the picture on this template. I'm going to change the name, and maybe since there are two little girls in the picture, we'll just say maybe this is their mom's phone case, and we'll write My Loves. Maybe those are her two little girls, super cute, and you could easily save it just like that. You can also change the color of some of these. So this is an art piece that you can easily give a different fill color to. Maybe if I pulled from this cute pink, and then I could do the same thing with the text here and make it match. So I'm just using this fill color box. I click on the little caret here in the corner, and it gives me the ink dropper to be able to pull straight from that pink. Super, super easy. So there are all kinds of different tools in here. Don't let it overwhelm you too much. You can keep it simple. You can make it as customized as you would like. You can stick to a template. You can start from scratch. Super fun and very simple if you let it be. Don't let it get too complicated. Just enjoy it. So when we finish a project, I like to make sure I click Save so that it updates the thumbnail over here. This is a thumbnail that's going to show in your account. And then you just click Ready to Publish. It's asking, are you sure? Are you sure you want to finish it? Once you've completed it, the only way to make a change is to make a new copy of the project. So it's just telling you that. If you want to make a change, just make a copy and make changes to the copy. But I'm just going to click OK. I would like to continue. It closes the studio window and it brings you to this. It says your project is almost ready to publish. The next step before it's complete is to check it for accuracy. And you just say, I have reviewed each page of my project in the studio and it has displayed the way I want it to print. So I know that how it was showing in studio is how I would like this phone case to print. So I click the checkbox just to say I've reviewed it, and then I click Ready to Publish. And see, my internet is not fantastic, so it didn't update the thumbnail just yet, but it will. When I close the window and come back in, it will update this. That's just the template thumbnail that it had before, so that's what it's pulling from for my internet. But super easy. It shows here in the View Completed, so you're in My Completed Project instead of Project in Progress. So there are two different. When you log in, don't let it confuse you. It will pull you to My Project in Progress. If you'd like to see the projects that you've already completed and told that those are complete, just click View Completed, and it'll take you to those completed projects. So to add it to cart, really simple, just click Add to Cart, and it'll say you added it to the cart, and it shows a 1 up here in the shopping cart because it's added up there. The phone case doesn't have any different customization options once you've already completed the project. It just is the phone case. Some different projects will give you different options. For example, cards will give you the direct ship option that Stacy talked about, where it'll pull up your address book. This account does not have any addresses in it. I didn't think about this, but it would show you the addresses here, and you can select whichever ones you want and then say ship directly to these addresses. Or if I just want to order them and have them come to me to then ship out by myself, I can click Add to Cart, and this is a cart, so it's giving me the different options. I can select a quantity. I can round the corners, add a matte finish, pearl paper, which is my favorite. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can remove the barcode, but you have to have a minimum of 25. The barcode on these 7x5 imitations is just a small production barcode that they use to scan it in at the different steps. It's not anything large, but different projects have different things. But it'll give you the different options. You can see details about those. Add a quantity, so if I say I want to add 20 of these with pearl paper to my cart and then add to cart. And then if I go to the shopping cart, I can click View Shopping Cart, or I can just click the little shopping cart up here in the corner, and it'll bring me here. So I see my 20 cards. I see my phone case. I can add a different quantity if I'd like. It'll show you the cost and the total, and proceed to checkout. When you click Proceed to Checkout, it's just going to take you through these different steps. It'll have you add your shipping address, your payment information, and then review the order before you submit it. This will give you the option to use your publishing points from your account. I know there was a question in here earlier. The publishing points are just a way to essentially buy credits for your project to then purchase your product at a discount. So you purchase the credits at a little bit of a discount so that you're not spending quite so much on your project when you order them. So look into things like Club HM, which is fantastic, just a way to get monthly points at a great discount, and then you're getting that Premier membership for free to be able to use all of the Premier art and templates on your project. But this is the checkout, and then you just proceed to checkout from here. Very simple. Yeah, Stacey, I think that's about all I have to show. And Stacey will have some more points to give away.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself.
Not a problem.
Okay, that was great. Anyone have any questions before we take it back from Brooke? Anything that you want to see that we didn't cover? And we'll do that real quick before I wrap this up. So giving you just a minute if there was something that we showed and you want to see it again, or a question. How many QV for the Club HM? Lisa, I'm going to let you answer that one because I don't know off the top of my head. The QV depends on which club level you are looking at, gold, silver, or bronze. Other questions that you might have? And actually, while you're typing in your questions, I'm going to give away the last set of points. The last set of 25 points is going to go to Amy Gansk. Amy Gansk, you have won 25 points. Thanks for coming to class tonight. Okay, any other questions? Helen, thank you. Bronze, $30 gives you 30 QV and $21.60 in BV. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Helen. Always the person that has the answers to the questions. Okay, anything else we can show you? If not, I'm going to take it back from Miss Brooke. This question is, are there business cards for longevity stock? Yes, we do have some business cards for longevity. Brooke, do you want to show those in the template gallery real quick?
Yep, I'll pull them up real quick. So in the template gallery here, you can search longevity or even just YGY, and it will pull up any templates that have been flagged with longevity. You can also do it with any regular business card templates that are in here, and then just we have the art collection that has the different logos for the different longevity brands.
Because there are so many longevity business card possibilities, we have not designed them for every logo out there. That's why we have provided you with the logos so that you can go back in and adjust them to whatever design you want. But we have our Memories for Life. We do have some longevity designed ones. All you have to do is put in your contact information, double-sided ones, single-sided. I know we have some that have they are not updated with the new longevity logo, though, if you were wondering about that part. We will work on getting some more updated with the new longevity logo. Okay. I'm going to take back control then. We're going to wrap this up. show you a few last things. Thank you, Brooke, for showing all of these fun things in studio. And I'm going to, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off with my pleasure.
No, you're fine.
Okay, let's show you what's coming up soon. In March, that's the next month. I was trying to remember what next month. We have some fun new art collections. Of course, Easter is coming, and so we have Celebrating Easter. This is a basic collection. And the thing I love about this is not only the colors, but it has a variety of things. So it has some bunnies. It has some more religious things like Easter Sunday. It has some generic things like Easter memories. But then, as always, the thing I love about papers is when they can be used any time of year, like the argyle or the plaid or the chevron, the polka dot. So even if you don't get your Easter images done, it's okay. You can use this for other things. But don't you love those cute little jelly beans? And look at that adorable little ladybug, okay? So watch for this March 1st coming out, and that's the 14 Karat collection. In the premiere area, we have something that'll get you excited for spring. It's called Dance in the Rain. So this one has all things spring, rainbows and birds and flowers and, oh, just so many good things in this. And it has some fun alphabets, too. I love this kind of hand-drawn look alphabet that came with this kit. So look for that. This is a good one for year-round, too, but it does really get you feeling like you want spring to happen as well. Okay, and then we have a couple other collections, but we just wanted to give you a preview of these ones that are coming. Now, our next Studio U class will be on March 16th at 7 p.m., and we're calling this one Planner Fun. I don't know about you, but I am kind of getting addicted to my planner and all the amazing things you can do with planners. So make sure that you join us, whether you're looking to create a planner for yourself or maybe you already have a planner. We're going to show you some things you can make using stickers and notepads and all good products to use in your planning sessions. So if you love planners, this is the one you want to come to. Thank you so very much for coming tonight. We hope this was helpful, and we will post the recording tomorrow. So if you want to review it or share it with people that you know really want to use Heritage Makers and are a little overwhelmed or nervous about getting started, this is the place to come. Okay, thank you, and have a wonderful evening, and we will see you in March if we don't see you before out on the web. Have a good night. Thanks.